musicians in the parish getting ready. Yes, that's Francis O'Brien. Francis is having your kid there. Where's your right hand? No, Francis, you're getting confused. That's your left one. Where's your right, Francis? Thank you. Two local teams, Castlebellingham on one side of the glade and Kilsaran. But years back, the Irish got some help from the French in some of those famous battles. And Castlebellingham have been wearing that road tonight, so they're taking some help from the neighbours up in Annigaston and Turco. So the Turco people, led by the Osbourne clan, are joining up with Castlebellingham tonight. That yourself is what too. Oh, and excuse me, sorry with that, but you are also. Give us the beat, Frank, let's have it! team. Right, come on all in here while we see who's in. Okay, folks, just to let you know what's happening. This is the battle of the Clyde tonight, right? Right?
Right!
Who's going to win this? Okay, we'll have more from one or two of them. Who's one of the most talented players I see here? He's not from Belgium at all. No, Owen Osbourne. Right, Owen, tell us. What about this match? What's your thoughts on it for tonight?
Well won!
Who's we now? Start talking about Belgium.
Belgium!
Ah, good man, Owen. You get in here tonight with us. Who else have we here? Hello, yes. Hello, excuse me. This is one of the most improved players in Castlebellingham. Jimmy, will you look over? Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy, wakey. I'm interviewing your son here. Come on. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Captain. Jimmy is what's known as an attacking half-back. Is that right or wrong?
Yes.
And tell me this, Jimmy, who do you model your style of football? Which Gaelic player? Which Gaelic player on your Connor's team are you going to emulate?
Jackie. Snitchy.
What do you mean snitchy? You mean Stuart Reynolds?
Yeah, whatever.
So you want to play like Stuart Reynolds?
Yeah.
But can I say one thing? You won't lose your temper with him and start fighting with him, sure you won't know. Ah, good boy, Jim. I'm only joking. Who's next? Connor, where are you? Connor, where are you playing tonight? I heard a rumour, it's probably wrong. There was a penalty competition in the school recently, and I heard the man that won the whole competition was who?
Me.
Was you. And there's a little fella from Tucker here in front of me, a great wee player, and he said he should have won it. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, that's not. Only one man can win it. Well, who's the manager?
Jackie and Niall.
Where's Niall?
We can't forget Niall.
We never forget Niall. Well, Jackie, here's Jackie now. Let me explain, please. Jackie and Niall are two of our stars in the under 14 team. Both of them have given Trojan service to the underage structure in football here. Jackie is, what would you call it, a defender of note, an attacking half-back, and of course Niall is a superstar up front. He's like his famous, well, Laura Merson, his daddy David, and his uncle Benji. Once he gets the score, where is it? In the back of the where?
Net.
The back of the net. So what way have you the teams prepared tonight?
Well, we have Andrew Sharkey goals.
Well, hold on a second, just wait a second, and Jackie will bring us through the team. Go ahead and just tell us it nice and clearly, please.
Right, we have Andrew Sharkey in goals. Yeah! Then we have Chloe Eagle, full-back, with...
Come on, it's show, come on.
Yeah! Then we have Connor, we have Owen Osbourne, centre half-back. Then we have James, left half-back. Then we have Niall McNally, left half-back.
Excuse me,
Right half-back.
Oh, well done, Jackie! You!
Then we have... Then we have, if John Dolan comes, he'll be playing right half.
Is that the singer, Joe Dolan?
No, John Dolan.
John Dolan, oh sorry.
Then we'll have Conor Culligan and Andrew Hurley in midfield.
Right, come on.
And then we'll have Dylan Hack, right half forward.
Come on, a cheer,
Then,
come on.
then we'll have Andrew Keenan, right half, in the centre half forward.
Right.
And then in left half forward, it will be Cian Doyle.
Excuse me, is that one of the is Cian Doyle, is that one of the famous Doyle family from the Bog Road?
Yeah!
Would that be a grandson of Thomas Doyle?
Yeah!
Enough said, thank you.
And then we have Conor Osbourne, right half back. And then Jamie Quigley playing in the square. Jamie Quigley playing in the square. And then Cathal Geeney, your son, playing in left half.
Yeah!
Cheers! And excuse me, Andrew, where are you playing? Oh, sorry about that, Andrew Holy from the Linz.
Yeah, the Lens Laureus!
Correct and right. So what is this? Jamie, are you all right for the night, yeah? Are you feeling well? And here's the managers. You know what kind of football you're going to play now. You're up against it tonight. And you're confident of a victory. Okay, boys, go over there and limber up. And get ready for the battle ahead, all right? see a man walking over there now with a clear look of satisfaction in his face. Yes, the man that keeps the groove so right. Does all the hard work here. Not just to give it 365 days a year. Christy County. Thanks, Christy. Johnny. Johnny,
You're eating. Now not supposed to be
come over. What's your name?
Johnny.
Good. Where do you live, Johnny?
And the dog.
In the dark. Sure, in the bright. No, it's not the dark. No. You live. I'll tell you where you live, Johnny, because I see you every day when I'm home. You live in Brewery Street.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
And why is it called Brewery Street?
Because my brother's there.
Yeah, because it's full of pubs. You are right. Now, here's this little girl. Come on. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Johnny. Come on over here. We say hello to you. Good girl. Come on. What's your name? Lucy. And tell us about yourself, Lucy.
I'm 6 years old.
6. Come on. Speak up, Lucy. Good girl. We're all listening to you.
I'm 6 years old.
Right.
I have a dog named Button.
I listen to that. Lucy's a dog named Button. That's lovely, right?
He's going to be 4 on Christmas Eve.
Buttons is Lucy. Who's going to be 4? Buttons or Lucy? Oh, I'm sorry.
Buttons.
Oh, Buttons is going to be 4 on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And where are you at schooling, Lucy?
St. Oliver's Park.
Oh, you live in St. Oliver's Park, of course.
Yeah.
And you're at school in Kilsaran.
Yeah.
What class are you in?
First.
First class. We won't ask you teachers if we could finish up in trouble. Who else? Who's the next little boy in here? Come on, here we talk to you all. No, you're in already. You want to kick the guts out of the ball. Who's next? Come on. Come on. Good boy. That's the boy. Right, what's your name?
Adam.
Adam. That's only the first half your name. What's your second half your name?
Matthews.
Adam, where are you from, Adam?
Kilsaran, like
No, that'll do you. That'll do. Let Adam talk. Where are you from, Adam?
St. Oliver's Park.
Yes, and what age are you, Adam?
7.
7. What class are you in? Third class. Who teaches you?
Miss Fleming.
Miss?
Fleming.
Yes. And what? Who do you like in O'Connell's team? Who's your favourite footballer?
Don't know.
You don't know? Well, you might know after the night. Good boy. All right, Adam. Thanks. Who's next? No, we're on the phone. All right. That's the boy. Aidan, all right, come on over. Who's next? Come on. No, Johnny, you're there already. Here's the little boy from Annigassen. They won't come over now. It's all right. Porrick. Excuse me. Stop. What is it, Porrick?
Yeah, Porrick.
Go ahead, speaking there. And what was it? What class are you in, Porrick?
Second.
Who teaches you?
Miss Croker.
Right. And you're on your holidays now?
Yeah.
And who are you going to be shouting for here tonight? Well, you're going to be shouting for Castlebellingham or Kilsaran.
Castlebellingham.
You're shouting for Castlebellingham. Good boy, that's all right, that's lovely. All right, thank you. Okay, here's a lovely little girl coming in here now. What's your name?
Molly.
Excuse me, hello. This little girl is well able to speak for herself. What is it?
Molly.
Molly. And, well, you see, hold on a second. Maybe am I right or wrong? Had Molly got her party about 3 or 4 weeks ago for Sunday?
No.
I think you had.
Saturday.
It's Saturday. Oh, was it of a Saturday? I think it was on a Sunday. And hold on a second. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. And can I say something? Was your party up in the castle?
Yes.
And tell us all about it.
No.
Oh, God, for my gosh, yeah, that's all right. You don't even...
You're okay.
Come on in here, we get it up to you all. And here's, hello, come on, all in here together. Let's get sound to you, right? Only 2 minutes. Shut now, hold up, that's it, right, just come in here, right? This to get sound to you. We're going to, hello, come in here behind, right? Come back, people out here want to see you. What are you going to do? Samantha, come on.
Who is the
She's in the band.
Oh yeah, she's going to see what. Okay, we're going to have a few words from. We're starting off. Who's this here we have to say? Come on, Master.
Patrick Roddy.
Patrick, again, I know Patrick's one of the most talented footballers in Kilsaran. So tell me, how is this game going to go tonight, Patrick?
We're going to hammer them.
Oh, you're not, are you?
We
Okay, who's this we have here? Craig. Where are you playing, Craig?
Back, full back.
You're playing full back. And how do you think it's going to go?
We're going to hammer them.
You're going to hammer him. And this is the son of the man that's made all this possible here tonight. What's this boy's name?
Mícheal Cairns.
Ah, Mícheal Cairns. And what way do you see it going, Mícheal?
We're going to trash them.
So there are 3 players are going to hammer them and one is going to trash them. My God, this is going to be unbelievable. Who's this boy here?
Conor McGill.
Conor McGill. And you're from Milestone. And what way do you see the game going, Conor?
I think we're going to trash them and beat them now.
You're going to trash them and beat them. My God of Almighty, somebody's going to be here wrong tonight. Okay, boys and girls, all over behind the band, and we'll get the parade going, and we'll get the match started. Thank you. To let you know, it's just been informed. There's keeping served over here, so if any of the adults there feel it's a cup of tea, maybe go and have a cup, and who knows, they might feel it just putting a donation in over there towards all expense that's involved in running of this. But I don't know what it's just, if you feel like having a cup of tea or whatever, you're all very welcome. Okay, Frank, Seamus, they're going to... Raymond, excuse me, Larry Tower, come on down a little bit closer, Kevin Knights, come on, we want you all down in here. There's no use standing off there and saying, no, seriously, come on down and give all the teams here a bit of support. It's no use standing back a mile away, come on. Ah, for God's sake. We want a bit of support here. So we'll just come back here, give the band a wee bit of room, please, and the 2 teams, and give them your full support, and give them all, please come on, give them a good clap out on the pitch. There's not a lot of work and organisation going into all this, and they're always there to testify all the children the other night. Okay, is right, folks? Right, come on, 1, 2, 3, get away!
Come back, children.
Come on, put your hands together, come on, come on, put them together!
Give that mic down to Seamus now, or to John. Just give me up that mic and I'll put down. Just give me the mic down and I'll stick in the back of the camera. We'll see what happens. We'll kick this thing wide and yeah. Will they get it? Yeah. Just switch on the mic. It's up.
Okay, we're now about 3 or 4 minutes into the game here.
Go on ahead.
James on it, he checks the ball, he gets his left foot quick in, and it's going up to Rita Cairns. Cairns has the ball, he still has the pass next ball in the air. Andrew Howey comes in down, Andrew crosses it then, and he can clear out the ball. Gets his kick out into the middle half, so Griffiths are Owen Osbourne, Owen Osbourne goes up the edge, and one to the pass across the Conor School, and pass across the other. Owen Osbourne, Craig, that's the stuff, Craig, pick it up, Craig. Go on, knock it on there, come on, Thomas. And Culligan is intercepted, spoke the ball down to Owen Osbourne, Owen Osbourne has the ball and picks up here Andrew Howey. Andrew Howey sees that he's fair, he takes it on the cheek and he defines his man. And he passes the ball and again it's Rock quickly just playing strong on the other half. And what else would we expect Andrew Rock to do? He's on the play of the penalty corner, so he's understanding that he's playing strong. Rogers up here now from Garrett Shevin. Garrett's from Hurley, but he's here tonight in the front post line for Shevin. And it's down now to... Yeah, Garrett, and it's now Niall McNally setting up.
Just slipped the ball into Conor Culligan. Conor Culligan gets the ball now, he's playing centre field, and he gets a nice cross. It comes right over the goal mouth, and it's been cleared out now by Gary O'Mattis. Gary O'Mattis gets the ball out to Garrett Shevin, and Garrett chips it up to James Byrne. James has it and he slips it back to Owen Osbourne. Owen puts it across now to Andrew Howey, and Andrew Howey kicks the ball. Is it in the... No, it's actually his free in. So now Owen Osbourne is going to take this free with about 7 or 8 minutes into it, and so far it seems to be all Castlebellingham and Kilsaran really haven't got attacking yet as such. Owen Osbourne, a very talented young player from up at one of the famous Osbourne families, of course, and that's actually his brother. It's the referee in the game here tonight, which is coincidental. And it was a push in the back, as my assistant here, so ably Andrew Agnew from Dublin Road has informed us. It was pushing the back, but it was let go by the referee. And the referee is Andrew Stuart Osbourne, who is a brother, the elder brother of Owen. The ball is out here around the net, and Owen Osbourne has the ball and he slips it into Cian Doyle. And Cian has been fair. You all right, Andrew? And now Stuart Osbourne is running in to give the free in, and Andrew Howey has this. Andrew is about 14 yards, 20 yards out, so this should be relatively easy for Andrew, and as we anticipate it is, so it's a left right kick over the bar. So where are we now? I missed the early score or so, but there's no doubt that it's
one to Bellingham.
It's about 5 or 6 points to Bellingham, and I don't think Kilsaran have failed to score yet. And now Owen Osbourne has the ball. Owen kicks it into Conor Culligan, lofts the high ball in round the square, comes down to Cian Doyle, and now it comes across to
Conor Osbourne.
Conor Osbourne up to Conor Culligan. Rather has it. Conor's still going in, and he delicately chips it over the bar, and it's another score for Castlebellingham combination. So at this stage, definitely looks as the Castlebellingham combination seem to be much stronger. Owen Osbourne again has intercepted this ball and puts it across now to Andrew Howey. Andrew Howey has the ball. He's jinked left, right, and he lofts a high left footed ball in that the keeper has rather tamely got. It's back out again round the centre. Owen Osbourne breaks it down again. Owen slips it out here to James Byrne rather. James has been taken. Yes, and James is back up again, and the ball has been intercepted now. James is looking behind him just to see as he support. He's lifted the ball, he doesn't need support. He jinked to his left and kicked the ball out to his right, and it's gone down now, and it's been broken out now by Patrick Roddy. Patrick Roddy has been very quiet in this match here so far now. Very talented player by Kilsaran. He hasn't really got going tonight, but he has the ball now, so now hopefully we're going to see a bit of a burst here from Kilsaran. He slips the ball down, and again it was a very bad pass and was intercepted by James Byrne. James puts it across to Conor Culligan. Conor Culligan has the ball. Conor slips it in with his right and goes into Cathal Geeney. Cathal Geeney's just looking at his options now. That's not one of them, and yes, he kicks the ball, and unfortunately Cathal has just kicked it across to front. We'll have, what are you saying?
Have to have a word with the ref.
I'll have to have a word with him all right after that, and he should have been putting that away, but no. So we're now about 10 minutes into the game here, and am I right in saying that, Andrew? I don't think Kilsaran have still reached the scoreboard yet. It's gone down now, and Robert Quigley has the ball. Robert has the ball, and Craig Bell is looking for it, but he still has it, and he gets his kick in. It's coming down. He's now Sean. This is the first time we've seen Sean Cairns. Sean, who's a very strong, big midfield player, he really carries this under 12 team on his own most of the time. But he hasn't featured so far tonight. But then he's had a very, very busy week because his father and mother are responsible for putting this whole show here on the road now, and it's full credit to both of them because without them we wouldn't be here tonight. But Sean has probably come into a lot of work all week with his mum and dad, so he's possibly not at his best in the football pitch here tonight. It's broken again, and now Sean has it again. Sean is looking at his options, and he slips the ball in nice to Robert Quigley. Robert Quigley has the ball and he's drinking run 1, 2, 3, and yes, he's got his free. Stuart Osbourne has deemed he's been fouled and he's got a free, and so now the player's going up to the other end, and it's Andrew Sharkey has it, kicks it out, and the ball is broken down now to Aaron Bolton. Good boy, thank you, Jackie. And Aaron Bolton just didn't get his kick in here. Niall McNally come out. Niall McNally slips out on his left out to James Byrne. James Byrne from the Dublin Road. James Byrne kicks it. Jamie Quigley. Jamie's going for it. Jamie has broke it out in the boys. Jamie's looking for support. There's the ball. Conor Culligan has the ball. Conor's going through 1, 2, 3. He's carrying. He's looking for his options. There are his options. And unfortunately, that wasn't one of them. I think he was going to slip that into his neighbour, Cathal Geeney. He could have scored himself, but it's fortunate he's gone wide. So thanks to God, everything is, it's a fantastic night here tonight in Castlebellingham, and everyone's thoroughly enjoying this occasion, which has been graciously put together. Compliments of Seamus and Rita Cairns and a lot of the other able workers, but principally they're the two principals that are responsible for all this enjoyment we are having here tonight. And the ball is broken down now to, who's it? Jamie Quigley. Jamie has slipped the ball into Cian Doyle. Cian Doyle into Cathal Geeney. Cathal Geeney has it. Oh, Carl, you can't take it that easy. You should have buried that. Looking for the snip. It's not that simple. And now the coaches are giving out. You're right, Jackie. It breaks down out to the middle, and Owen Osbourne has it. Owen Osbourne, as we've said already, one of the famous Osbourne family from Annigasn into Andrew Hurley, and Andrew kicks it, and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Owen kicked the ball out here now to Robert Quigley. For once, Robert didn't just get it, and it's come to Mícheal McGrain. Conor Culligan has it again. Conor, who seems to be dominating here tonight in the middle of the field, and he's thoroughly enjoying himself. It's going out intercepted by Craig Bell. Craig Bell gets his kick in, and Niall McNally, who's playing centre half, and he plays centre half in the under 12 team out to Conor, all out to Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley lost the ball that time as Patrick Roddy had the ball. Patrick Roddy's going forward, and he slips it out to, who's that?
Cillian Reynolds.
Oh, Cillian Reynolds. Cillian Reynolds, of course, is cousin of the Conleys from Kilsaran. He's from Dunleer. He's son of Liam Reynolds, and he's down here tonight joining in the festivities. His father, of course, and of course his mother from Kilsaran has had a very well known in the musical world and traditional music, very famous musician, etc. Liam Reynolds, and it's free, and it's been kicked over the bar. So yes, they are on the score is up beside me here. Excuse me a second. I think I'm giving it wrong. I didn't realise that. I'm going to lose this job, Andrew. I didn't realise the score. It's only 2-1. I thought there was a lot more in it than that. I don't know. I need glass, I think. I definitely need glass. I was giving my own score. And Robert Quigley has a Robert has go down with his left. There, chips it over. He chips it over. Yeah, she's done a good job here beside him. Chips over to Patrick Roddy. Patrick Roddy kicks it in. Chloe's looking for the ball, hop down, and just comes in. And unfortunately, he's just come to the right of Chloe and go down. Go down. Yeah. I'll just put the other week down in a minute. You shouldn't. That week was mine. You shouldn't come up around it. Go down there, good boy. Sit down there, please. Sit down, please. And the ball is now. Go down. Sorry, Cathal Geeney has the ball out here. Sorry, I missed the play, and he's looking for his options, and it's out to Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley has the ball. He kicks it in here too. Who's that? No, who's number 15? 12 is that?
No, it's Andrew.
Keenan. Sorry, excuse me, Andrew. Sorry about that pass. Andrew Keenan from the Lindsay neighbour of a row now. He'd be, he's probably only about 10 years of age. He's one of the youngest players out here tonight on the field. Cillian Reynolds gets the ball, kicks it out here now. Niall McNally kicks the ball, he lost the ball down to Mícheal McGrain, and Mícheal slips across to Owen Osbourne. Owen Osbourne looks for his options. He looks up to Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley has a clear run in front of him now. Slips the ball into Andrew Keenan. Andrew Keenan's gone down. Yes, very nicely lifted by Andrew, yes, he gets his kick in, and it's broken to the right. Ball comes out now to Conor Cairns. It's a free, and it's up for you're right, to Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley kicks the ball up here now to Conor Osbourne. Yes, and it's a 50. So in actual fact, the score now remains 2 points to Castlebellingham and 1 point to Kilsaran here in the Battle of the Light here tonight, which is an enjoyable night, and everyone's thoroughly enjoying themselves here in Castlebellingham tonight, this famous occasion. And Stuart Osbourne, the referee from Annigasson, the brother of Owen, he's actually telling Owen, his brother, now where to place this ball. Owen's looking up at his options, and Owen, again, a shrewd move by Owen, which is what you come to expect from a player of Owen's ability. Pass it to Andrew Hurley, Andrew passes it back, and Stuart takes the kick, and unfortunately it's gone wide. So it's now half time. So it's half time here in this match in please don't leave me. Okay, we'll let you go down now. You're all right, you did very well. Okay, excuse me, thank you very, very much for all your help. Thanks very much, Andrew. So now half time here tonight, and the score is 2 points to Castlebellingham and a point.
Just switch it on, John.
Okay, we kick off in the second half now. The second half is on, it's 15 minutes aside, and we're back here in the station here, and it's 3 points to 1 for Bellingham in this battle of the Light here tonight in Castlebellingham on the 27th of June 2003. The ball is kicked out here now to Cillian Reynolds, and it was intercepted by Cathal Bolton, or Owen Osbourne is going for it now. Cillian still has it. Cillian tips it. Now he's inside his man. He still has the ball. He goes down. He lifts the ball up. Cillian, he's been tackled by Owen Osbourne. He loses the ball and comes back now to Conor Osbourne. Conor slips it across now to Conor Culligan. Conor, again, the ball has been intercepted now by Craig Bell. Craig Bell lives up round Mullins Cross. Craig around from Car Mullins Cross, around the same neck of the woods. Ball has come out now and is broken down now by Cian Doyle. Cian, one of the famous Doyle family footballers from up at the old Bog Road, famous football family around the area. So it's now to Conor Culligan. Conor's playing a roving position out here in the middle of the field. Slips into Owen Osbourne and comes on in here now. And who's that going down for it? It's broken out now to Mícheal McGrain, and it's gone to the left, the upright, and it's gone wide. So now we're 2 or 3 minutes in the second half of the match here now in the Battle of the Glide here in the Grove Field, and it's 3 points to 1 for Castlebellingham. Andrew Hurley has the ball now, kicks it into Cathal Geeney. Cathal Geeney cuts that ball nice. He still has the ball and he's carrying the ball. He's looking 1, 2, 3, and he's looking for his options, and his options across to Andrew. Andrew across to Conor. Conor, lovely 1, 2, 3 there with Andrew, and it's still in play because out here now to Jamie Quigley. Jamie's gone down. Yes, Jamie still has the ball, and he's been tackled by 2 players. It looks like a foul, and it is a foul, and Castlebellingham now that has resulted in a short close-in free for Castlebellingham. And who's going to take this? Conor Culligan is looking for it. Andrew Hurley is looking for it. It looks like Andrew Hurley has it, yes. 2 Lynn's men. And now, all of a sudden, who's going to take it? There's 3. Well, they won't say they're fighting. No, Owen Osbourne has it. Owen Osbourne is looking. Owen says he's very careful putting that over. And why wouldn't he? So Owen has made the right decision because he's put it over the bar. So all of a sudden that leaves the score now 4 points to 1. Ball has come out around the middle to, is that Patrick Roddy rather. Patrick Roddy's the ball. He's carrying it all up here, and he's still going up along the left sideline. He's still solo, and still has the ball. He's taking him on now. He's really coming alive in this match now in the second half here. He didn't really do himself justice for a talented player in the first half, so he said enough of this, let's get this game on the road. And he takes his options. He looks up and he kicks it across, and it broke down to now Sean Cairns. Sean going down there's a bit of a skirmish in here, and it's broke down along the ground here too. And it's a lift ball. And the score now is 4 points to 1 for Castlebellingham. And it was a quick free, and it's gone to the right of the upright and gone wide. They seem to panic a wee bit of that and kick it wide. Now it's Andrew Sharkey's look out to his left, and the quick ball to James Byrne. Well done. I think you're going to take my job over completely. James Byrne looks up, kicks the ball down, and it's broken now down to Alan Bolton. Is that Alan Bolton? Aaron, Garrett Shevlin, and Aaron has went to intercept it, but spoken in Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley slips it on to Cathal Geeney, and Cathal Geeney has the ball. Cathal Geeney he gives it, he still has the ball, and he's looking like puts it across to Andrew Hurley. Andrew kicks rather aimlessly and go down to Conor Osbourne. I thought it was gone wide, but it's not. Conor gets it across to Jimmy Quigley, has it, and it's finished to the lad. It's finished net by Conor Culligan. Conor Culligan, yes, is naturally claiming that goal, and why wouldn't he claim it when he kicked the ball into that? So he's very chuffed for himself after getting that. So all of a sudden that puts a fair wee bit of daylight now between the teams. Now 1 goal and 4 points to a point. Spoken out round the middle of the field is Sean Cairns. Sean has gone up and plucked that ahead of Sky, showing all his old skills, but unfortunately he's been robbed. From his point of view, it seemed to have been robbed there by Niall McNally. Ball is coming down now to Jamie Quigley, and Jamie's looking at his options. He's carrying still as the ball is broke down, and it's coming out now and has gone to Conor Osbourne. Has the ball and has come down now, and it's been cleared by Craig Bell. Craig Bell has got his clearance in. Come out here around Sean Cairns has it. Sean Cairns slips it on to us. All to Cillian Reynolds. To Samantha Stanfield. Samantha Stanfield, of course, is a sister. A sister of probably the Castlebellingham's most famous footballer, Kilsaran's most famous footballer, the one and only Mark Stanfield, O'Connell star, and of course Loud star. And Samantha is the one girl in the family out of 4 brothers and 1 girl. So a very precious girl in the Stanfield family, naturally enough, Samantha. And now the score is 7 points for Bellingham and a point for Kilsaran. It's coming out around the middle now, and the ball is broke down now to Andrew Keenan. Andrew Keenan, who hails from the Linns now, originally from Castlebellingham, has come down now to Conor Culligan, another Linns man. Conor gets his kick in and is... Sorry?
Because I told I'm going to get on.
Oh, it's going to get on. Oh, good man. So, Andrew, thank you very much. Andrew, my assistant, has left me now, so if I make any mistakes, I apologise profusely, because Andrew was telling me everything was going on now. He's go down because he has to take his place up in the middle of the field and put a bit of stability to one of these teams. Thank you, Andrew. It's kicked out by Joe Martis, and it's broken down now. It's coming along the ground, and it's been finished to the net by Jamie Osbourne, and Jamie's very, very happy with that. He just was in the right place at the right time, and of course that's what it's all about. That's how you sum up a good strike, in the right place at the right time. So that's put 2-4 now to a point. Sean Cairns has got the ball up along the left wing, and it's been intercepted now, and it's gone out on the side. No, it's not going wide. Chloe was going down for, but Chloe has unfortunately lost her distance, so the ball has gone to the left of the upright and it's gone wide. So we're now we must be 5 or 6 minutes into the second half here, and it's 2 goals and 4 points for Bellingham and a point for Kilsaran, so that leaves it 10 points to 1. Now the goalie's looking for his options, and he gets the ball, he kicks it out here to James Byrne. James Byrne slips the ball down to Owen Osbourne. Owen chips it up rather nonchalantly and tips it across to Andrew Hurley. Andrew's going with his left, going with his right. Fists the ball out to James. The return on here now to Owen. Owen's looking for his options, he has the ball. Owen's looking across, a lovely ball across to young Andrew Keenan from the Linns. Andrew just slips the ball 1-2 with Owen. He kicks the ball in here now, and the ball is coming in along the right hand corner, and Alan Bowden has left the ball, he has the ball, and goes up here to Cillian has the ball. Cillian is soling the ball, and he's gone round his man, and he's looking for a pass, and the pass is coming to sorry, I apologise, Seamus, it's Sean Cairns, his younger brother. His first name won't come to me now, and the ball is now gone back to Owen Osbourne. Owen Osbourne has the ball now, and he kicks it out, and it's been blocked down there by Cillian. And the young Cairns man, he's got the ball again, and it's broke out around the middle, and yes, who is it? It's going from 1 to 2, and then eventually Andrew chips it up to Conor. Conor has the ball, Conor slips it out here, and it's come out, and unfortunately it's gone out and it's gone wide. You're the boss, I'll do what I'm told. He's telling me, which is lovely to see so many people here tonight. Andrew Hurley, and his kick was blocked down there by Cillian, who's helping out here tonight. It's broken now to Patrick. Patrick already has the ball. Patrick is going, still has the ball, and he's looking for it. And Owen Osbourne, Owen has fouled him, and Owen's been pulled up by his brother Stuart. He's roughing here tonight, and it's gone on into Robert Quigley. Robert is going for the ball along with James Byrne, Robert and James, but there's 2 of them in there. There's 2 Castlebellingham men, 1 Kilsaran man, and James Byrne has come out with the ball. James Byrne, the ball is hopping down here to the right now, has come along there now. Conor, and he's looking for a quick pass. Yes, slips the ball in here to Andrew Hurley. Andrew's just seeing what his options are, and he kicks the ball across the face of the goal and it's broken down now to Conor Culligan. Conor gets his left foot to it, but unfortunately his left foot is not his scoring foot, so it's gone to the right of the upright and gone wide. So we know now we must be midway through the second half here in this battle of the light here tonight between Kilsaran and Castlebellingham, and Kilsaran just on the night they seem to have much stronger outfit now, and they're leading by 2-4, which is 10 points to 1. Kilsaran just haven't come alive here tonight in this match. It's broken down now again to probably one of the men of the match here, Conor Culligan. Conor Culligan rather aimlessly kicked that ball and got it blocked there, and I suppose at this stage he's just maybe beginning to take the foot off the pedal slightly. And it's broken up now to, is it Niall McNally? No, it's Owen Osbourne. Owen Osbourne went after that ball, but quick, fast Niall his own is, and he's very fast, probably one of the fastest players in the field. He just still couldn't stop that ball from going out. So the ball is kicked in now. Kilsaran comes in round the middle. It's come down to Niall McNally. Niall McNally's gone down for this ball, but this ball, he hasn't just got this, or has he? He's still in there. So there's 4 fighting for the ball. Let's come back down now to Kilsaran. Kilsaran breaks Kilsaran off the ball, and they're going forward. And it's come in now, but again Owen Osbourne has intercepted, and Owen kicks a lovely ball. He picks out Cathal Geeney from the Lins. Cathal has plenty of space now, so Cathal is looking at all his options, and he's seeing what he does, and he passes the ball out nice to Conor Culligan. Conor takes that ball nicely, pass it back to Andrew Hurley. Andrew kicks it, and unfortunately it was lovely 1-2-3 between the 3 Lins boys, Conor Culligan, Andrew Hurley and Cathal Geeney, but unfortunately it resulted in the wide at the end of the day. Ball's coming out round the centre now, and it's kicked up here now to Sean Cairns. Sean Cairns has the ball, and Sean's gone through himself, and then he kicks the ball onto Patrick Roddy. Patrick's going for the back of the onion bar this time, but unfortunately the pressure is just becoming too much on Kilsaran boys now. The more they try here, the more it seems to be going against them now. Because there's no doubt about it. A lot of talent players for the Kilsaran team here tonight, but just whatever's happening, they just don't have the rub of the green tonight. It's just not happening for the Kilsaran outfit here tonight. And who knows, if you play this match tomorrow night, you could get a different result completely tonight. But definitely the Bellingham boys seem to be completely up for this match tonight. Having said that, Sean Cairns has got this ball, and now Stuart Osbourne. I don't think Stuart's too happy with this. He's gone over, but no, he just seemed to catch James Byrne just round the head, and James went down. But don't worry about James. James is a tough as teak defender, so no problem with James to bounce back up again. James from Dublin Road in Dundalk. Stuart now is hopping the ball between them and Sean Cairns. The big strong man he is naturally enough. He got that ball and he's gone through them, and he gets his kick in and it's come across the face of the goal, and this could result. Yes, lovely goal for Kilsaran there, put them into the back of the net by Patrick Roddy. So that was a while coming, so fair dues to them to finally put it in the back of the onion net. Now at this stage I'd say they need 3 or 4 more of these to really get to really take the advantage here tonight. Ball's been kicked out now to Owen Osbourne. Owen Osbourne now kicks it out here, and it comes back. Yes, I hear Frank O'Brien. Yeah, good man Frank, yeah. Watch, and the ball is slipped in here around the middle, and yeah, Cathal Geeney has the ball. He's looking for his options, and he slips it over here to Owen Osbourne, or not Owen Osbourne, sorry, Andrew Hurley rather. Andrew kicks it back on again, and Cathal has the return pass. He has it, kicks it back. These boys seem to be playing 1-2 with one another. Puts it back in, and it breaks down here, and it's coming out now, and it's coming out with the Kilsaran man, and Cillian has it. Cillian kicks the ball out here, and it's broke down now, and it's the Kilsaran or Castlebellingham men are looking for it, and Cillian has the ball. And he's looking for his options, and he's kicked the ball up here round the centre of the field, and it's come down there, and it's, oh yes, Patrick Roddy now went in too hard there. That was positively a foul. And even that, excuse me, look, as even I'm looking down here, Frank, that's Frank O'Brien, the famous Francis O'Brien from Kilsaran, who's playing the big drum here tonight. He played a good few instruments this day, and the big drum is one of them, so he's down here enjoying the fair here tonight. Big Frank, factually known to one and all. Conor Culligan's gone through now, and yes, he's going for the back of the onion net, and that was put away by Jamie Osborne, was it? I think it was, yeah. There's a bit of controversy about that. Yeah, no, it's gone up in the score, but it is a goal. It's 3-4 now to 1-1. And as you just looking down at you, Frank, smile up for the camera, Frank. Thank you, smile, Frank. Thanks, Frank. Yeah. And the ball is broke down now to, is it Andrew Sharkey? And Andrew Sharkey, yes, Stuart Osbourne is in there. What was Stuart going to do? It's possible. Is he going to give a penalty? Stuart seems to be a very competent young referee here tonight, and he's complete control. And it's what can I say, it's very good and very interesting to see a chap of Stuart's tender ages, which would be, I think he's maybe about 14 or 15, 14 I think. or maybe 13 or 14. And yes, he's quite confident now, Stuart, as he measures out the distance for the penalty. And it's good to see a chap of his tender years being so authoritative and getting so much respect from these young teams out here tonight. And now it's a penalty, of course, and the penalty is being taken by who? Yeah, all out. Who is taking the penalty? That's what I want to see now. Who's going to take the penalty? That's what we want to see. Yeah, he's calling them all behind. Stuart is calling them all behind. We want to get somebody to take it. Yes. And it's a goal. Yes, that was put away by Andrew Sharkey, which is fantastic to see. Andrew's after running the full length of the field up from the goalkeeper. Andrew, of course, from Doreen, son of Jimmy Sharkey and Dorothy, of course. And he's after running up, and he's very happy. He's after running up, putting the hand in the back net, and going down now to mind his own goals. The last time we seen that done was 3 years ago in over-age football with the goalkeeper also from the O'Connells, as in Stuart Reynolds, when in the famous final when they unfortunately beaten by Dreadnoughts. Stuart Reynolds made the trip up twice to score 2 goals, but it unfortunately wasn't enough to win the game for O'Connells. But hopefully, who knows, hopefully maybe 2 or 3 is going to be the year. Ball is poked down in the middle, and again Conor Culligan's gone down for it, but this time Cillian has the ball. He's looking for his options. He's still holding me. Kicks left foot up, and it goes up to Sean Cairns. Sean's goes on for the return pass, and it's kicked into. And now, no, it's just gone one bounce too much for Patrick Roddy. Cian, who's this little boy down here? Who? Who's these 2 little boys down here? 2 hours in a minute. Yeah, we got this, of course. So yeah. And he kicks it in, and it's coming round the square, and no, it's been cleared again. And it's all over. Yes, it's all over. That's okay. And it's all over now. And we just looking, and the boys are overjoyed. The battle of the Glade here in 203 has been won by Castlebellingham. Castlebellingham have beaten Kilsaran in the battle of the Glade, and they're running over to Jackie Agnew. Jackie is one of the stars of the under-14, and he was the manager here tonight, and the boys are overjoyed with victory. And unfortunately Kilsaran are a wee bit downhearted, but the main thing is participation, and it's a game, and it's a bit of fun, and it's a brilliant occasion here, right? And also, as I just look out in the middle, just camera out there, and the man, he's scratching his head, he's wondering how did he put all this together, and that's Seamus Cairns. What can I say about Seamus Cairns, myself and Rita, but just, it's unbelievable the amount of work they've put into this, and naturally we all know there's none of this would be possible tonight here without the foresight and without the hard graft and hard work of Seamus Cairns. And I'll tell you only, there's no words of praise good enough for Seamus and Rita, and all his extended family and friends have come here tonight, but especially Seamus and Rita. Seamus has taken a week off work to run this very successful summer camp here that's been held all week in glorious conditions, and it's been enjoyed thoroughly by all the children. And I'll tell you, that was some feat by Seamus and Rita. And when you realise the business Seamus has, and rumour has he can earn about 20 or 30 euro an hour, so that's 30 euro an hour by 40 hours for the week. The man has given up 1,600 euro to be here tonight. So Seamus, I'll tell you, we all owe you. Okay, so that's all for the match here tonight. As we look down at the scoreboard, and we can see it's Bellingham 4-4 and Kilsaran 1-1. So the Battle of the Glade in 203 has been won by Bellingham in a very sporting match, which was thoroughly enjoyed by a big crowd of children here and parents and extended family. And what can I say, it was very enjoyable for each and every one of us was here tonight. Okay, thank you.
I know you have the conversation there with Pascal Keenan, and we know Pascal sold a 3-year-old. Congratulations this week for big money, and obviously I keep well in there on your way also. Do our selector. You know, we're just going to...
1-2.
Sorry.
1-2.
Presentations here now, and then, as the fella said, let these traditional musicians commence, and that's what we all want to look forward to, and we're very privileged to have such talented musicians here tonight. So nobody wants to listen to me talking away here or anything, so there's a few presentations to be made, and Father Buffy has kindly given us time to hand them out, so we fully appreciate that, naturally enough. Where are we first here? First of all, go ahead, Rita, tell me. First of all, we have a prize for the art competition that was held here this week, and Laura Keelan. So please could we have a big hand and Laura Keelan up the get up prize. Put your hands together for Laura Keelan. Is Laura here now? Good girl, Catherine. Right, that's number one. Thank you very much, Catherine. Catherine is collecting it on behalf of. And the second prize in the art competition is a young lady. I do know she's here tonight. She's neighbour of my own, Aileen Culligan. Big hand for Aileen. Thank you, Aileen. She said she got her talent in the art world from her father Raymond. Well, I'd say you got your shrewdness from. I don't know about that. Anyway, who's next? Where are we next for you?
One, two.
The winners of the quiz today, the Mícheal Gentry. And obviously, come here, obviously the Mícheal Gentry are called after Seamus Cairns are so wealthy and the liberal remonts, and they want to call them the Gentry. Fair dues to you. And give us the winners, call the winners out, and Father Muffy hopefully will present them to us. For us. Who's all the winners this week? The Mícheal Gentry, the winners.
Come up,
come on, who's the winners? You all know who you were there, come on. Come on, 1v1. Hold on, please. That's Patrick Roddy. Come on, Patrick, number one. This is McGill. Conor McGill. Now, this what's this chap? McGill. Samantha Stanfield, sister of the one and only Mark, of course. And the Tuite. Oh, excuse me, that's Andrew Keenan. God, I even knew that myself. Sorry about that. And who are we here?
There you go.
And the Tuite, of course. Sean Cairns. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, of course, Sean. What? Sean Conlon, you're on this team. Oh, William Jackson, for God's sake, you could be your grandfather. What are you doing in the team? Holy God Almighty. Oh, there's something wrong here.
No, the Blitz.
Okay, what's next now? The Blitz, come on, bring us, come on. The winners of the Blitz.
The runner of the Blitz in RD.
The winners of the Blitz in RD. Who's all collecting this now? Here, right, just easy boys, up and order. Right, hold on, put your hands together with number one, Patrick Roddy. Thank you, Patrick. Number two is Alan Burton. Goodbye, Alan. Number three, toughest kick defender, James Byrne, who's another road. Number four is Andrew Hurley. Number five, Owen Osbourne. Niall McNally. And last but not least, the weekly called Cathal Geeney. Well done, boys. We'll just take it easy, we'll get it through now as quickly as possible. Where are we on now? Could I talk for a wee while? I could actually talk all night, but I'd say the people might start going home. Could I talk for a wee while? I'll tell you running, Johnny McNally's obviously not impressed. As soon as I said I'll talk, he turned his back. Maybe you're right, Johnny, who knows? You're probably right. Rita, have you those all untwined and untangled? You have?
I didn't want to put things on.
What?
Stay back over there.
Who didn't get them? Has made a short journey down here tonight from Annigasson, who in 1992 in that famous win against Each, he traded his fare, where was it? In the middle of the field. John said if you're as good as me, where else would you play? Except the middle of the field. I wouldn't know anything about that, John, but fair dues to you. I also seen Big John L. Stanfield has made a short journey down. Nice to see you, John L. Just make sure you're looking after that 40-year-old at home, keeping an eye for the championship that lays ahead. Father of the famous Mark, amongst the rest of the family, who's probably the best known for his football. And I saw Samantha here tonight up on the rostrum, and Big John said, where else would she be only on the rostrum when she's a Stanfield? You're probably right, John. You have it in one. Are we nearly ready? We're going, yes. We're nearly getting ready here for this next presentation. What's this presentation we're making now? Huh? Yeah. Jimmy Byrne, of course, is making some smart comment there beside him, but that'll be typical of Jimmy, yeah. If you get yesterday, Kevin Maggs, Castlebellingham's lookalike for Bruce Forsyth. Thank you, Kevin. What are you saying? You're not as old as him. There's not a lot between you, isn't there? And of course, Bruce, you're always right about nice girls, so naturally enough, nice young ladies. He's that in tow his relation there, Mary. Mary Hanrahan, and if we're glad to see a party full hand here tonight, 80,000 for the course, and so the lady today has made a short trip across to be with us here tonight. That's good enough.
That's Cora. This is Rita.
Please come on back, we're nearly on now, and now the music is going to begin. I'm going to have a Katie here. In the under 12 league, which was held here during the week, the runners up in the under 12. Okay? Right, Patrick, you must be winning everything all night. Here's the runners up.
Right, that's okay, folks. Just
Gary, right? Big cheer for Gary, number 1. Patrick Roddy, number 2. Come on for Patrick. The cool kid himself, the penalty king, Conor Culligan, number 3. His buddy here from the Linns, Andrew Hurley. And yes, to David Beckham, we shouldn't see David Beckham here since that's Mícheal Cairns, Andrew Sharkey from Tuite, Niall McNally from CBHAM, Craig Bell from up at Drumcar, and Sean Cairns, of course, the man of the moment. Come on, son. And James, well, come on, James, give us a wee bit of a smile. That's better, James. Cathal Geeney from the Linns, good boy, Carl. Alan Burton. Come on, put your hands together, come on, Alan. And again with the film star looking like, yeah, Chloe Eagle. I'm sorry, Conor Cairns, his father does all the hard work here all the time. He's just not around here tonight. He's here non-stop throughout the last year, naturally enough. And Robert and Dermot, of course, Dermot. And Jamie got 1, 2 goals net in the square. You got wee snips tonight, Jamie, about you. And Mícheal Cairns, of course, with his Avon Morton Kenny jersey. And Samantha, the female member of the Stanfield clan. Is that them all now?
give him one if he has. He's only there.
And Seamus, of course. Seamus McKenna from Cooper's Cross. And we're keeping him out.
Put that on there. Somebody put it on, they'll put it on there,
It doesn't matter. Okay, folks, retreat.
Okay, folks, come on, please stand back, Rita.
Just present this.
He was in the quiz.
Okay, folks, right. And last but by no means least, we want to present the winner of the match here there was tonight. There was the Battle of the Clyde, and it was very keenly contested and sportingly contested by one and all here tonight. And please, folks, I want you to all put their hands together for all these young children to give us the best tonight in a sporting fashion, and we all thoroughly enjoyed it. So unfortunately, that's everything in life. You can only have one winner. You have to be the loser in every match. And unfortunately, Kilsaran had to be the losers tonight. So first of all, 3 cheers for Kilsaran. Come on, put your hands together. Hip hip! Hip hip! And if we give 3 cheers for the loser, we'll have to give 6 cheers for the winner, Kilsaran. Castlebellingham. Who's the captain of Castlebellingham?
James!
First James. Okay, sorry, excuse me, wait a minute. Not only is James Byrne very authoritative in the field, but he's after looking up at me, and maybe you're right, and he says to me, what are you doing talking all night? I'm the captain of the team, I want to talk. Okay, sorry, James.
I'd like to thank Seamus and Maria the whole week. And especially the people, the coaches. I'd say thanks to Niall and Jackie tonight.
Alright, thanks very much, Jim. Thanks for my job, thanks. Go on up with the coach. Okay, folks. Sorry, just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. The Kelly is commencing in a while, right? And there's tea and scones being served over on the right. And sorry, I'd just like to add my own few little words for whatever. I mean, I just got the call, I came up here tonight, but I think, first of all, I know I'm probably going to, this microphone is going to be taken out of my hand now, I'm going to lose a job completely. But I'll tell you one thing, the amount of effort and goodwill that's gone into the organisation of this tonight by Seamus and Rita Cairns is unbelievable. On the very least, folks, I want to put your hands together because it's it's unbelievable the amount of work Seamus and Rita Cairns have put into this. And it deserves full credit. Every bit what you see here tonight is due to them and all their extended family and friends. And I'll tell you what, excuse me, let me talk. What you don't realise is this man has taken his week off work. And if you had to look at the business that he has, rumour has it he can earn €30 an hour. So €30 multiplied by 40 is €340. €1,200 is just thrown aside for by his time to be here tonight. So I'll tell you one thing, we owe you an awful lot. And that's all I'm saying. Thanks very much, one and all.
Tell John I want to show me dances
It's all the children, yes Rita, sorry darling, yes. All the children are over for the packs. There's tea being served, and excuse me, the highlight of the night, it's alright, anybody can come up here and talk and yap, but the highlight of the night is going to come now in the next few minutes, and it's all these highly talented musicians that have given us their time to come here tonight. And I dare say I'm speaking on behalf of everyone here when I say we appreciate their presence here very much, and thanks very much for coming here tonight. So we'll all, naturally enough, enjoy our Irish music in the next hour, 2 hours, whatever. Okay folks, thank you.
we're going to start with the Walls of Limerick. It's 2 facing 2. Let me get a partner. You have done.
Two opposite 2. It has to be a straight line all the way down the stage.
We can get 2 lines going if need be. Is there anyone that knows the dance? Right, Sean or Seamus is going to look after one side and Ray is going to look after the other. Advancing your tire, in and out, advancing your tire. Right. Ladies cross. Gents cross. Stay with the music. Take the opposite palm of the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right. Down to your palm now and swing on to the next couple. Right. He's all set with the music. Come on. Same again. Run to the tire. Back to the tire. Do the same again. Right. Down the top. Right. Right. Take the palm with the opposite hand. And take one. Right, same again. Run to the tire.
David's doing it! Did I ever do it? No, David's doing it! Oh, David's doing it!
You bring down your Right. I believe there's a few great little singers around. I think that's a problem, all right. She wants to sing it, but she just doesn't know the words. Good enough. Right, are we all set to go, Shamey? One more. Right. Everyone follow Shamey. Right. Right, no messing. Anyone messing, we put off the dance floor. Come on. Two good tackle now. Right, here we go. Come on, dance, lads. Dance. Don't pick it. Come on. Okay, that's it. That was called Shoot the Donkey. I'm going to hand you over to Shamey there for that. No. Right. I think we have a little singer over here. She kept coming up and I just didn't catch her name. She said she'd sing a song. She's hiding now. Right, well done. A big round of applause for Sean and Nadine. There's a special request to do it again, but we'll do it again after. Yeah. I think they forgot the words. Come on, you don't know it. Right, we continue on with the Waves of Tory. There's an awful lot of unknown words in that song. Right, we're going to continue on with another dance. Big round of applause to the ladies here on the left. Well done, they should have won the Eurovision. Right, we're going to do... Yeah, we're going to... Right, we want to see you all going on. Right, we want to see you all on the floor. No kicking. No kicking. Go handy, lads. Go handy. Somebody be hurting. lads, there's kids on the floor. Stop the massive. is the last one, Chris. Jamie wants us to finish off now with the running team. And at this time we thank Rita and Jamie and all the for inviting us down here tonight. It's a pleasure. And of course, Cian Doyle, we can't forget him. Round of applause for Cian.